From the ashes of a divided subcontinent, a new nation emerged in 1947 Pakistan. Yet independence brought not only jubilation, but profound challenges. The nascent Pakistan Army, forged in the crucible of partition, faced the monumental task of safeguarding its borders and establishing its identity. This is the story of the Army's leadership, the men who shaped its destiny from the tumultuous early years to the present day. Join us now as we journey through the decades, exploring the legacies of these commanders-in-chief and chiefs of Army staff and their indelible impact on the course of Pakistan's history. In the tumultuous wake of partition, General Frank Messavi, a seasoned British officer, took the helm of the newly formed Pakistan Army. The challenges were immense, forging a cohesive force from soldiers of diverse backgrounds, establishing a chain of command and securing vital resources amidst the chaos. Messavi, with his experience and pragmatism, laid the groundwork for this fledgling army, setting the stage for its future development. His tenure, though brief, was crucial in navigating the treacherous initial years of Pakistan's existence. Under his watchful eye, the army took its first steps, laying the foundation for what it would become. General Douglas Gracey, another British officer, inherited the mantle of leadership during a period of immense regional instability. The Kashmir conflict erupted, casting a long shadow over the subcontinent. Gracey, acutely aware of the volatile situation, exercised restraint, refraining from direct military intervention without clear political directives. His cautious approach, though debated by some, prevented a wider escalation of the conflict. Gracey's tenure underscored the delicate balance between military might and political prudence in the nascent years of Pakistan. The appointment of General Ayub Khan marked a watershed moment, the first Pakistani to lead the army. A charismatic figure, Ayub Khan brought an intimate understanding of his nation's aspirations and challenges. He embarked on an ambitious program of modernization, strengthening the army's institutional capacity and emphasizing professional training. Under his watch, the army evolved, shedding its colonial vestiges and embracing a distinctly Pakistani identity. However, Ayub Khan's tenure also witnessed the military's foray into politics, culminating in his assumption of the presidency. It was a sign of the army's growing influence and the complex relationship it would have with the political sphere. The spectre of conflict loomed large over General Muhammad Musa's tenure. The 1965 war with India tested the mettle of the Pakistan army. Musa oversaw a period of military build-up, but the war exposed strategic limitations and shortcomings. Despite the valiant efforts of Pakistani soldiers, the conflict ended in a stalemate. Musa faced criticism for the army's performance, highlighting the immense pressure and scrutiny commanders faced in times of war. General Yahya Khan assumed command as Pakistan grappled with internal strife and political turmoil. East Pakistan's struggle for autonomy escalated, culminating in a devastating civil war. Yahya Khan, thrust into the vortex of this crisis, faced an impossible dilemma. The 1971 war with India, intertwined with the internal conflict, resulted in Pakistan's dismemberment and the birth of Bangladesh. Yahya Khan's tenure remains deeply controversial, marked by the tragedy of war and the loss of national unity. General Gul Hassan Khan's tenure as Commander-in-Chief was brief, a fleeting interlude in a tumultuous era. He took charge of an army still reeling from the wounds of 1971, tasked with restoring morale and rebuilding its strength. Yet his time at the helm was cut short by political upheaval. Removed from his post by Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, Gul Hassan Khan's story underscores the precarious relationship between the military and civilian leadership in Pakistan. It marked the end of an era, as the title of Commander-in-Chief was replaced with Chief of Army Staff, signifying a shift in the military's role and relationship with the government. Chapter 7. Tika Khan, Rebuilding from the Ashes. General Tika Khan, the first Chief of Army Staff, inherited a heavy mantle. The 1971 war had left the army demoralized and in need of direction. Tika Khan, a controversial figure due to his role in the Bangladesh Liberation War, focused on restoring discipline and rebuilding the army's capabilities. He oversaw a period of introspection and reform, seeking to learn from the mistakes of the past and prepare for future challenges. His tenure, though marked by controversy, was crucial in guiding the army through a period of profound transformation and setting the stage for its future development. Chapter 8: Zia-ul-Haq, the General's Long Shadow. General Zia-ul-Haq's rise to power marked a turning point in Pakistan's history. Seizing control in a military coup, he ushered in an era of prolonged military rule. Zia's tenure was transformative, shaping Pakistan's domestic and foreign policy for over a decade. His decision to support the Afghan Mujahideen against the Soviet invasion had far-reaching consequences, drawing Pakistan into the vortex of Cold War geopolitics. Zia's legacy remains complex and contested, marked by both progress and repression. His Islamization policies had a profound impact on Pakistani society, while his authoritarian rule stifled dissent. Zia's shadow continues to loom large over Pakistan, a stark reminder of the military's enduring influence on the nation's trajectory. Chapter 9: Mirza Aslam Beg, steering a new course. General Mirza Aslam Beg took command as Pakistan navigated a post-Zia world. The Cold War was ending, and the country faced new challenges, both internal and external. Beg, known for his strategic thinking, focused on strengthening the army's professional capabilities and expanding Pakistan's nuclear program. He recognized the changing geopolitical landscape and sought to position the army to meet these emerging threats. Beg's tenure marked a period of transition as Pakistan sought to redefine its role in a changing world order. Chapter 10: Asif Nawaz, the Reformer's Legacy. General Asif Nawaz's tenure, though tragically cut short, left an indelible mark on the Pakistan Army. A staunch advocate for professionalism and depoliticization, Nawaz sought to restore the Army's focus on its core constitutional role. He initiated reforms aimed at improving discipline and accountability within the ranks. Nawaz's vision was to build a modern professional army that stood apart from the political fray. His untimely death robbed Pakistan of a leader who possessed the vision and determination to guide the army through a turbulent period. Chapter 11: Abdul Wahid Kakar, Guardian of Neutrality. General Abdul Wahid Kakar assumed command at a time of intense political instability. The country was gripped by a power struggle between the Prime Minister and the President, threatening to plunge Pakistan into chaos. Kakar, known for his integrity and sense of fairness, played a pivotal role in diffusing the crisis. He maintained the army's neutrality, refusing to be drawn into the political fray. Kakar's actions helped preserve the constitutional order and prevented further turmoil. Chapter 12: Jahangir Karamat, a matter of principle. General Jahangir Karamat's tenure was marked by his unwavering commitment to principle. In an unprecedented move, he publicly advocated for a greater role for the military in national security decision-making through the establishment of a National Security Council. This bold stance, challenging the traditional civil-military dynamic, led to friction with the government. Karamat's resignation on a matter of principle underscored the importance of open dialogue and the need for a clearly defined national security framework. His actions sparked a debate about the military's role in a democracy that continues to this day. Chapter 13: Pervez Musharraf, the Kargil Crisis and Beyond. General Pervez Musharraf's tenure was arguably one of the most consequential in Pakistan's history. His decision to launch the Kargil operation, while initially successful, ultimately backfired, leading to international condemnation and bringing Pakistan and India to the brink of war. In the aftermath of Kargil, Musharraf seized power in a coup, ushering in another era of military rule. His tenure was marked by a complex interplay of domestic reforms, a crackdown on dissent, and Pakistan's pivotal role in the war on terror following the 9/11 attacks. Musharraf's legacy remains deeply polarizing, a mix of economic progress, authoritarianism, and Pakistan's entanglement in the global war on terror. Chapter 14. Ashfaq Parvez Kayani, the Silent Strategist. General Ashfaq Parvez Kayani took command as Pakistan faced an unprecedented internal threat, a rising tide of militancy and terrorism. Kayani, known for his strategic acumen and understated demeanor, oversaw a period of intense counterinsurgency operations. He recognized the existential threat posed by these groups and committed the army to combating them. Kayani also navigated the complex relationship with the United States, balancing cooperation in the war on terror with safeguarding Pakistan's interests. His tenure was marked by a focus on strengthening the Army's counter-terrorism capabilities and enhancing its image as a professional fighting force. General Rahil Sharif's tenure was defined by his unwavering commitment to combating terrorism. He launched Operation Zarb-e-Azb, a decisive military campaign against militant strongholds in North Waziristan, achieving significant success in degrading these groups. Sharif's leadership during this critical period earned him immense popularity, with many hailing him as the people's general. He also emphasized the importance of civil-military cooperation in addressing Pakistan's security challenges. Sharif's legacy rests on his success in turning the tide against terrorism and restoring a sense of security to the nation. General Qamar Javed Bajwa assumed command as Pakistan faced a rapidly evolving geopolitical landscape. The rise of China, shifting alliances in the Middle East, and the evolving nature of the war on terror presented new challenges and opportunities. Bajwa, known for his diplomatic skills and strategic vision, sought to navigate this complex terrain, balancing Pakistan's relationships with major powers while safeguarding its core interests. He oversaw a period of closer ties with China, particularly in the realm of defense cooperation, while also seeking to manage relations with the United States. Bajwa's tenure highlighted the challenges of balancing competing interests in a multipolar world. General Asim Munir takes the helm at a time of continued uncertainty and change. The global security landscape is in flux, and Pakistan faces internal challenges, including economic instability and political polarization. Munir, with his experience in intelligence and counter-terrorism, brings a unique perspective to the role. His focus on enhancing the Army's capabilities in cyber warfare and emerging technologies reflects the evolving nature of security threats. As he navigates these challenges, Munir carries the weight of history on his shoulders, tasked with safeguarding Pakistan's interests and leading the army into an uncertain future. From the battlefields of partition to the front lines of the war on terror, the leaders of the Pakistan Army have played a pivotal role in shaping the destiny of their nation. Their stories, filled with triumphs and tragedies, offer a glimpse into the complexities of leadership, the burden of responsibility, and the enduring challenges facing Pakistan. As we conclude this journey through history, we are reminded that the Pakistan Army, with its proud heritage and unwavering commitment to defending the nation, remains a cornerstone of Pakistan's identity.